Hello guys, so welcome back to the PANDAS section of data engineering with Animesh, and we are going to solve our third PANDAS question in the LeetCode series. So let us jump directly to the question. The question is customers who never order. So there are two tables, customer and orders. So customer table has ID and name as their columns, and order table has ID and customer ID as their column, where the ID in the customer table and customer ID in the order tables are linking both the tables. Okay, so like a foreign key and primary key relation. Write a solution to find all the customer who never order anything. Let us go to the example. Suppose this is the first table. It contains four customers: Joe, Henry, Sam, and Max. An order table with order ID 1 and 2, and the customer who ordered are presented with their ID. So 3 and 1. So Sam and Joe have ordered, but Henry and Max have not ordered. So we have to return the customer who have not ordered. So it is Henry and Max. So in SQL, we would have used left join and then returned where customer ID is null. So that logic will apply, but now in pandas. So how to apply this joining and then selecting not null values in pandas? So let us jump to the coding part. So LeetCode has given us with pandas import and everything data frame. They have all initial data frame they have formed. So I will form a merge df. First, let me combine both. Now, see how you will merge the two tables. You have to do a left join, right? So first select the left data frame, which is customers dot merge is the keyword. In the bracket, give orders. Now define which merge you want to do. We have to do left merge because in SQL we would have done left join. So like we will define how is left. How means which type of join or which type of merge you want. Inner, left, right, anything. Now you have to define the columns on which the merge will happen. So it is defined by left on, means left column what it is. Left column it is ID, done, comma, and right on is customer ID. Okay, so first I will run this so that you would know what is the output of this merge statement. So it will give you a better idea on how to proceed further. I hope I have not made any. Oh, see, I can see a syntax error. This happens when I try to code fast. There are few other syntax errors that comes up. Okay, so see, we have got this answer when we have to now take out this Henry and Max. Now what we will do? Let us form a mask. Define a variable as mask, and from the merge underscore df, select this column customer ID is NA. Okay, so we have found the mask. Now this row will select those value from customer ID which are NA, which do not have any value. Now we will give result df is equals to merge underscore df mask. So now this is helping me to filter. First, we are trying to create a mask. By mask, it means consider those value. Mask will hold those values or those rows which do not contain any value which is null in customer ID. And now the my result df will contain only those rows which are null, right? In this result table which we got after join, in which customer ID is null. So we have result df. Now suppose if I return result df, let us see what will be the answer. Don't worry about the wrong answer. See, we are getting only those rows where customer ID is null. So what we have done, we have created a mask first, and by mask means you are storing those rows where customer ID is null into mask, and then applying this marks on this merge df means select only those rows, right? So that is how we do when we try to filter after using of merge statement, or when we work around null. So this is how it goes. Now you have to give only the name. So I told you whenever you have to select any column, you have to print it in double inverted commas. Great, you got the column. Now you have to change the name, right? See, your answer is correct. We are getting Henry and Max, but you have to change the column name. So how it works? Dot rename is the keyword. You give columns and then you give name, which is the previous or the what you say original column name, colon, and the new column name that you want. I want as name as customers. Okay. So rename is the keyword, column is another keyword, and you give the first the original name and then the name you want to change. Now let's see if this works or not, or I haven't made any mistakes also in the syntax. Okay, so there is something dot rename. Is it column or columns? I have to check. Name is changed to customer. I just made a note. I will quickly check the note. Okay, so let me see. Rename call. Oh, sorry. Columns is equal to, yeah. That is why I made the note so that if I'm forgetting anything in the syntax, I could quickly go and check. So I will run. Again, some error. Dot rename columns is equals to this smaller or something. Okay. Okay, so we got the answer finally. I was making a small syntax error here where columns is equals to name customer. Column will be C will be small and it is precede. Oh, sorry, it is succeeded by an equal to sign. Okay, so this is how it works. Just give me 10 more seconds to explain you. First, this is the most important thing. It is how uh, join works in pandas where we use merge statement. A merge is what an outer umbrella for join. There's a merge and there's also a join, but merge works better. If you go and read the theory, you will understand why we use merge mostly in place of joins in pandas. So left table, then right table, left join, the columns on which the join will be done. That is the first thing. Now we are creating the mask to filter out the data. This mask is required whenever we are dealing with null values. So I have created this mask and now I'm putting this marks in the merge df. So merge df will only select the rows where the mask value is true, means where customer id is null. Now I can return the result, but again we have to rename the column. So dot rename where small columns is equal to where I was making the syntax error and with name and customers. So that is the proper solution to this problem. So it may seem a difficult one at the beginning because you have just started learning pandas, but as you practice, as you get along, it is very basic problem where only merge statement and how to filter the null is required. So three things we have learned here: merge, rename, and how to filter out the null values, means how to create the mask and then use that. So I would suggest that keep learning, keep practicing pandas, keep practicing SQL. Both are very important for your data engineering journey. And I will see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.